Hello there. Just going to do a little retro hangout tonight. Hang out with you guys. Hi, how's it going? We're just going to hang out. May not even save this for later. May just delete it. Who knows what might come of it? Nope, not that button. That's the button I was looking for. Let's bring up some music. So this next week, we're going to be playing Indiana Jones and let's see here. Oh, I need to get all of this. Oh, is Core tonight? Interesting. Maybe not. Oh, 6:12. Okay, that's not tonight. Good. You're chatting me up. Apologies. Just 1 second. Trying to figure out why Restream has decided that it does not want to log in for whatever reason. I don't know. No good answers are to be had. Even if I hit refresh there, does that do anything? Oh, look. Okay, it's back. Good. Oh, hi, Tex. I got a chance to catch one of your videos the other day. Looks like you're still setting up and getting ready to have a lot of fun on the YouTubes. Very exciting. Welcome in. We're not going to do much other than talk about retro games tonight, or retro gaming in general, or just any retro talk at all. Retro cartoons, like I've been watching, and excuse me if I say it wrong. I grew up on Robotech, and I do know the source material is Macross. You saying that wrong? That's what it sounds like they're saying in the original that I watched. Puppy Kitten Trout. Oh, hi. Welcome in. How do you... Oh, I'm having a great... What is it, Wednesday? Hump Day? Wednesday, Thursday? Wherever in the world you are. Welcome in. Don't have a lot of solid plans tonight other than I wanted to set up my Scum VM for next week's episode of Play Retro, which is going to be all about Indiana Jones Fate of Atlantis. Never played it. I know it is a favorite of some people's, and I know that's cool. How do I say hello? Good question. Hello, hello. Hello. Let's get a little bit of... So let's look for the music. Indiana Jones Fate of Atlantis, the soundtrack, which I believe I may have on Steam. So that's going to be the question this next week. Let's figure out how we're going to want to play this. So are we going to want to play on Steam, which I have it on? I'm assuming is DOSBox. Or do we want to play it in some other form or fashion? I don't know. Is this going to get me a copyright? This feels very... This feels very, you know, like, hey, we're going to get you. How about I do an 8-bit soundtrack of that? What is that? With Sound Blaster music and speech. Macross doesn't sound as cool as Robotech. You are correct. But I think there's more to it than just Macross, right? It's like Battleship. What's the full title? It's something, it's like Battleship Macross. It's not called that. What is it? Super Dimension. So I found that Super Dimension is more than just this as well. Starts out off as Super Dimension Fortress Macross, which is the 30-episode series that aired in Japan and was eventually chopped up in parts to give us Robotech, right? Oh, hi, Captain Kipper. Oh, hi, Cold Cash. Bum, ba-dum, bum. I guess I better get over it because once I start playing this Indiana Jones this next week, it's not going to matter much because I'm either going to get a copyright hit or not. In Lobster, what is going on, my friend? Right, Captain Kipper. I'm still learning about this. So Robotech is 4 different unrelated series, not entirely unrelated. Story-wise, character, yes. Oh, hi, Tin Lobster. But it does have some of the same, artist and creative talent in several things, especially the ones that are related to what would I call it? The super dimension. So there's a couple of super dimensions. They're not actually related other than a name to know that you're about to watch that kind of thing, right? Speaking of which, we're about to go into an ad. Thank you, Taz, for the resub. Been sub for 48 months. Thank you so much, Taz. You'll get ad-free viewing. You don't have to worry about the ads that are about to start. And the reason why we do the ads at regular intervals is so everyone gets all, for the most part, the same experience. So go see your ad. We'll do a couple of housekeeping things. Maybe talk about some classic cartoons. And when you get back, we'll do more retroing. And if you're on YouTube or wherever else, you probably won't see any ads. All right. So this next week, we are going to be covering Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, is what it's called. And I'm assuming Last Crusade, which is, so it goes like this, not to jump away from the Macross talk, because I want to get back to it. The game goes Last Crusade, but then before the events of that is the Indiana Jones Fate of Atlantis. So some people consider it like a lost story that would have made a great movie, right? And people love it. People say it's one of the best games. They all have transforming Roberts. I like that. Jeff, how's it going, friend? What you been up to? What you been up to, man? All right, so one of the first things we need to do is figure out, I want to have 2 conversation threads going on at once. I want to continue our Robotech discussion because I'm very passionate about it. But I do need to set up for next week's Play Retro, so I've got to decide. Here's the ways we can play it. There is an Amiga version of the Indiana Jones game. There is a Mac version. There is a DOS version. I have purchased the, I'm assuming, DOSBox version off Steam of the game. David Akers, what's going on, my friend? Welcome in. How are you doing? Hope you're having a good Wednesday, Thursday. Hump day. Kappa Kipper says, no question about it. The Amiga is an excellent flavor. So first thing we got to do then, if we do decide that, we got to decide, do we want to break out our Amiga Mini, our A500 Mini, and load up the ROM on there, or do we want to use our MiSTer FPGA? Typically for MiSTer FPGA, we will use that because we want it to be as accurate as possible. And when it comes to console, it's really good at that. When it comes to PC and Amiga, it's kind of hit or miss. Some of it can be closer to like just, emulation anywhere else. It's not really necessarily emulating the exact chip on some systems. So we'll have to check in to see if the Amiga version is, and it doesn't really matter some weeks. Like, it's a point and click adventure. As long as it plays and the music is right and the voice is right, it's all good. Captain Kipper says, multiple times, never saw the end of the series until I downloaded the full set. Very good, Captain Kipper. I missed the first thing you said, though, was, by the way, whenever Robotech was played on TV here in my part of Canada, they only showed 65 of the 85 episodes. First of all, I thought there were only 65 episodes because I thought, so probably what you saw was, I think the first season was 65, right? That was a 5-day week in the US, how they would purchase for syndication for kids programming. So after school cartoons, Monday through Friday, you would have 5 episodes. And then for the season, it was something like 65 episodes was considered where you would need to be able to sell into syndication in other markets. So you had to have that. But then I think there was a season 2 They had like 3 episodes in a season 3, and they kind of took heavier pieces from the other parts. So you probably only seen the season 1, right? Oh, hi, Adobe Geek. What's going on? Trickster says, "What's the most difficult way to play?" I always end up going that way. It seems like I am too. Gavin says, "I just use the mini. I just break out the mini." I think I'm going to break out the mini. I think that's probably the best way to go. David, I know you weren't already following me. Come on. I was like, come on, because I thought you were already following me too. I was like, I thought maybe, but sometimes I remember it used to be like if you were off Twitch for a little while or didn't cross paths with certain people, sometimes you would lose the connectivity for whatever reason. I've experienced that before, but I don't know if that's a fact or not. That's just what it feels like. Cole Cash says Macross and Macross Plus were my faves. I've watched a little bit of Macro Plus, but Macross, the original, that's my jam. Camcaber confirms Robotech has 85 episodes. It just got cut off. So I was curious about that because I think the first season of Robotech was mostly from the 30 episodes from Japan and a couple of other things mixed in. I thought the second season, they, instead of using cuts to other series that they had for like establishing shots to make some kind of hodgepodge story, and the next time around, I thought the second season they actually had artists animating original stories. So I think in season 2 of Robotech for America, I think there's 3 episodes that are American made. I think like English, right? I think. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Tech says, for the record, I'm trying to figure out my cameras. I tuned into that indeed. Adobe, is that the RG35XX Pro? The black one? It is. Good job, Adobe. So, yeah, let's take a look at that just real quick. So this is the RG35XX Pro. This is the one that started it all for me, which is the RG35, the original 32-bit Linux. Great with 8 and 16-bit systems. Ambernick occasionally will send us some units for review. Primarily, though, me and Scott purchase Ambernick, and occasionally they'll send us something. And this one is at the $45 price range. And the Pro is kind of confusing because when I saw it, I was like, oh, a 35XX Pro, this is going to be freaking, it's like the Pro level. It's a little deceptive with that. Pro really doesn't necessarily mean anything, but Ambernick's always had a weird naming convention. It's a $45 device that has analog sticks, is now 64-bit 64-bit Linux thanks to the competent H700 processors in here and the 1 gigabyte of RAM, and is able to run all your 8 and 16-bit systems like it could before on this thing. It does a really good job on the PS1. But it also has added a little more support, not full support, but a little more support for PSP, the N64, and I want to say there was one other machine, Dreamcast, I think. So that's the reason why they include these little analog sticks now. At first, I thought these were slide sticks, but they're not. They're analog sticks. They're a little tough on the thumb sometimes, but if you're a real gamer, sore thumbs is nothing new to you. But I love this format, and at the $45 price range, I think it's a winner. It's a winner. It's a little deceptive with the Pro title on it, but if you get past that, it's a good, solid 8 16-bit system. Don't expect it to do a whole bunch of the N64, the PSP and kind of stuff, but it does do some of them. So, it's useful. These are useful. It's good. Oh, yeah, the RG slide supports up to the Wii. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about the slide. I'm looking forward to that. That's a good question. That's the rumor, right? So, I mean, it's not impossible. So yeah, but I like it. That's my favorite form factor out of all the ones because I've got the foldables and stuff, which are neat to put in your pocket, and they're just not nearly as comfortable. And I like the other thing too that they did with this one, and they may have done it with some of the other iterations in between because I didn't get all the ones in between. The first RG35 because this doesn't even have the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi stuff. So this definitely has all that. But some of the design stuff now is, see how that's kind of curved, so it lets you use like the inside of your inside pad of your finger and stuff. So I've been, fairly pleased. Played some Ridge Racer for the PSP. This is the old style, where it's just like straight across, a little less ergonomic. So, USB-C charging, HDMI out in case you want to do some kind of fun stuff like that. But yeah, I like it. I mean, for the $45 price, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Taz says it's hard for me to get behind the analog sticks on the Game Boy form factor. It is a little. I didn't like it at first, and now it just doesn't bother. I just don't. Yeah, like for me too. Part of the appeal of the original, to me, was the fact it's not exactly like a Game Boy, right? But it feels like maybe an iteration of the Game Boy. Right. It feels like in that vein, in that area. It feels very retro, but there was never really anything in this form factor with analog sticks in it. Right. So this is a totally new interface, just form factor sort of with the two, just to make it work, just so you can get as many of the things you want. Right. But I like it. It's not bad. I like, for the price, it's a no brainer. If I did not have any RG35 devices like this one, this is the one to go with right now. That's the one. I mean, you're like, I don't need those stupid, but they're pretty recessed. So I mean, they're not in the way. They're just there if you decide you do want to do some like, PSP gaming or something. The Pro looks wider, so I feel like it'd have more fun sans thumbsticks with that device. Yeah. I don't know if it's wider or not. I thought the same thing too. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, that's definitely wider. And I was like, meh. And maybe the bezel is still the 3.5 screen, right? So it has to be the same size. Is it a little bit longer? It's just a little bit longer to accommodate the thumbsticks. But yeah. You like the horizontal form factor, Captain Kipper? I can feel that. I feel that. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to get into my MiSTer, because for some reason I'm usually connected through Bluetooth on this thing and it's not detecting it. So my options are get my controller out and navigate through, or get this. I can just SSH into it and cycle the Bluetooth, because that's how I'm going to do it. Yes, you can SSH right into your MiSTer. Why not? I still need to get a MiSTer Pi, though. I don't know why I just thought about that, but I definitely need to get a MiSTer Pi. I mean, it's not like I don't think it's going to give me much. Man, it's not like a lot of benefits to it since I've already got a MiSTer. Oh, Taz, do you think anyone will tackle a DS style model, or would that be? No, they're doing it already, Taz, right? Aren't they already doing the DS style? I think AO Neo, whatever it is how you say it, AYA Neo, I think has got like where you can do it's like two screens where you can do like, I think you can add your phone or something to the second screen or something like that. I'm not 100% sure on that. I seems like I remember something, and maybe I read it wrong. Maybe I just got super excited. Adobe says I feel cramped on my RG35XX. Not enough room for my fat hands, right? Especially for the SP. That's the one that is a little bit too small for my hands personally. But I've my kids and stuff, or my nieces and nephews, excuse me, they're totally it's just the right size for those guys, which is what the original SP was for me. The folding one. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, you missed that era because you had the PSP. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Taz. All right, let's see if I can remember what the Bluetooth thing is. Let's do some grip for the Bluetooth. Was it just Bluetooth? Blut. I just typed in Blut. Bluetooth. Is it Bluetooth? What is it? Anybody remember? I can't remember. What's the commands here? Crap. Maybe I do need to hook my controller up. I'm the worst. MiSTer FPGA Bluetooth command line. I'm the worst. Bluetooth me what to do. Oh, thank you, AI. You're saying press the F1, F11. I already know that. But what if I want to do it? Or press and hold the OSD button on an I/O board. Okay, which one is that one? It says the OSD. Oh, okay. Let's see. Let me see if it's one of these. Oh, there we go. No, that's the D-pad test. No, that's not the one I wanted. Which one is escape? Oh, I just hit the reboot. Let's try it again. Oh, Monkey Man said, anyone else have a small blip? Was there a small blip on the internet? I'm not seeing any errors or drop frames. Hopefully. Oh yeah, tweet. Yep. Uh-oh. So what happened? What happened, yo? Was that back now? All right, look at that. Oh, so you just do the middle one. All right. Finished when done. Oh, there it is. Look at that. I didn't know I could do it like that. Oh, it's removing the existing pair first, and then it's going to bring it back in. Okay. Okay. Captain says, this is the easy part. Simply press the F11 key on the keyboard that's already connected to the MiSTer. Very problem. Okay, so yeah, you got it too. So it's that center button on me. Oh, it kicked you, Puppy Kitten Trout? Boo. What happened? How about those over on... Oh, it's weird. Now it's got like... And it doubled up the numbers too. Oh, and it says live unstable. But I am like feeding full, you know... I'm not having any error logs. How about you people on YouTube? Any of those over on... Oh, smooth as butter, says Trickster over on YouTube. So it's a Twitch thing. It's a Twitch thing. Yeah, that's what happens. Not doing it, man. It's not doing it. That's okay. So we may just break out our Amiga Mini here just in a minute. I am only on my second cup of coffee today for some reason. I missed my first one, and then my second one was a Keurig. All right, so it's still doing this. Is it going to finish ever? Is searching. No, wait. So do I need to hit the button? Maybe I need to hit the button. See, I think it's this one here. I think I hold it down until it starts flashing. Ah, there it goes. All right, let's see if that does anything. Do I need to hit the button? Maybe I need to hit the button. See, I think it's this one here. I think I hold it down until it starts flashing. Ah, there it goes. All right, let's see if that... Now that I've done that, I probably need to do it again. I might need to reboot it first. Deleting all pairings. Oh, so you got to hit the button first. Okay, no Bluetooth available now. Okay. Let me hold it down again. Oh, that's pretty smart. Look at you, MiSTer, doing smart stuff. All right, there it goes. Oh, look, it looks like it paired up. This is pairing. Got to connect. Authentication cancel. No, why? Why, you butthole? Was it because I was pushing the buttons? Let's try it again. I am flashing Bluetoothies. Let's hit the reset button just to see if it comes up automatically. What do you think about that? What? Oh, that is some Twitch. That is some bull crap. It looks like we've lost Twitch again, and now it says the ad is going to start in a couple of minutes. You'll get the cookies, Trickster. Yeah. So if Twitch is failing, run to YouTube. I don't generally like to do this, but I'm going to put in youtube.com/ is it the Brian Dunaway? So in case I lose you again, I believe this is it. I think you're pressing an in-stream. Wouldn't that be hilarious? I would almost think that might be true if it was happening on YouTube and Twitch, but it's not. It's just happening on Twitch. So I think that's what's going on. I think something's going on with Twitch. Yeah, so if Twitch fails you, you can always run over to YouTube. And you know what? I've been meaning to set my subscribe stuff. I'm not leaving Twitch, but I have been meaning to give people the option. So I am at, what do they call it over there? What do they call it? I can't remember what they call it. All right, so this keyboard is not going to work. So I got a backup plan. I've got a dongle. Screw you. I'll just plug in the dongle. That's fine. I don't like to take it out of the other machine, but I'm not going to play this game all night. There we go. Done and done. Did I do it right? The Brian Dunaway? Yeah, I did it right. There we go. Yeah, so if it's giving you too much trouble over on Twitch now, if you prefer Twitch, you like Twitch, that's fine, no problem. We're not going to leave in Twitch. We're going to continue to stream both the YouTube and Twitch. And if you want to eventually migrate over, if you like subs and stuff over there, good news, I am working on it. Jim Boss. I switched to YouTube. Jim Booze. I like Jim Boss, though. You might also have to let me know who you are. If I typically see you over on Twitch and now you're over there. I'll have to see. So okay, so you're seeing small blips on YouTube as well. Interesting. So maybe there is a bigger issue at hand. It's not showing me anything on my side, so it could be it's between Restream. Maybe I've got a good solid connection to Restream, and then maybe Restream is having some kind of issues serving those both out like that. Unsure. Oh, hi Tonda. We were just discussing if there was a problem with Twitch or if there's a problem with Restream. Oh, you're about to head out to play pinball. Oh, then suddenly thunderstorm. No. Ooh, you can't do that. All right, I am seeing. All right, so I did see a drop here, it looks like. Interesting. I'm looking at the analytics on over on Restream, and it does look like there was a drop and then a huge spike. I don't know what all of that means. So I'm not going to dig too deep into it. Hey, Tonda, you know the deal. So here's a good Tonda. Here's Tonda question. Tonda is a great retro streamer and knows Puppy Kitten Trout. Jim Booze. Got it. 912, by the way. Hi, how's it going? I have you up on the TV, and that's second time it just went. The stream has ended. No! What is that all about? What is that all about? All right, I'm not sure. We're gonna hang on as long as we can, and hopefully it will clear out. Now, Tonda. Question. What do you know about the Amiga core on the MiSTer? Do you know if it is like accurate to the CPU? I'm not sure how many I'm not sure how many systems is trying to emulate. I looks like I did at some point set up the Mega AGS. Yes, thank goodness. Yeah, look at me doing the. I didn't realize it even set this up. That is great because this is going to make this much easier. Oh, Zoe says I love Tech Wednesdays. It's actually just retro chatting Wednesdays. If we have tech issues, it's okay. We'll just switch topics. It does have a few issues with some demos, so I'm probably going to pop out the Amiga 500 Mini for the real stream, right? When we start actually playing this game. Of course, I could just run it through Scum VM. I mean, it's on the MiSTer. There's so many ways to play this. I can play it through Steam, which is probably going to be DOSBox, because this was a 286, 386 system game. And I could play it, I could get it on Good Old Games, probably the same DOSBox version, if I had to guess. I could play it on, the Batacera system. I could play it on the MiSTer. I could run it through Scum VM on my PC, MiSTer, or my Batacera setup, because Scum VM is very portable. And then the Amiga core is good for games. Yeah, so I can, and like I said, we can use the Amiga core here, or we can also bring out the A500 Mini. And I would love for them to hurry up and get an Amiga full size, like my Commodore 64. Also, we can play this on the Mac, and we can play it on the DOSBox, Amiga, all those places. The real question is, I like to have fun with the first, I think the first release of this game had no music. No, it had music at the intro and it had no voice work. And I feel like it's going to be a much different experience than when you have the voice, because the voice really makes the game awesome. We are looking for Indiana Jones, so we're going to the eyes. Oh, look at this. Ludicrous. Dude, I've got to do like, I don't want to steal or ape on that girl Joey, who I love watching with the Commodore stuff. She's one of my favorite Commodore streamers here on Twitch. She's just, she uses real hardware, and she's got Amiga Mondays, and she's always messing around with Commodore. She's always showing me stuff I've never seen. But man, I really think we need to, like, I always wanted an Amiga because I had a Commodore 64, and I would love Akira Warriors Plus. Ooh, nice. Akari Warriors. I always say that wrong. Do they have Indiana Jones? Incredible. I don't think Indy. Oh, look. Oh, they called it Indy Fate of Atlantis. Only got the AC version, so that's US Gold. Both of those. What's okay? So that's 93. That must be the. This is AC. What's it called? They call it the other one the Talkie or something, I think. And we need to do this one too. What's the difference between the AC and the other? Akira. Akira Warrior. I don't know why. Those two little synapses are always misfiring up there, Tonda. All right, so let's just fire it up. Let's see what the. I'm assuming this is the older one, so let's see the NTSC, CS5. They both say OCS5. And one of them has the at the end. Look at that. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. And this says Indiana Jones and the Fate of the. I don't know. Indiana Jones 4 and the Fate of Atlantis. We're going to be looking at some 330 by 216. I'm so glad I set this up at some point. Yeah, there we go. Look at this. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Let's check this out for a couple of minutes and see if this is how we're going to play it this week. Oh, there's some Indy. Oh, listen to. Listen to all the channels on that thing. Hope that's coming through. Whap! Whap! Did you get the entire Indy collection? Because you know they got, in September, they got the new Indiana Jones game coming out. They got, I don't think I got a sale, but I already owned a couple of them, and so I just finished up the bundle. What is he? Is he feeding that scarab something? Ooh, the Forgotten Realms games, Captain Kipper. Really excited about that. Nice Station Zebra, the DSD. What's going on? Oh, hi. I'm really digging the music, but I feel like I'm a lot of story. Oh, guess what? I ordered Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. I ordered the comic book. There was a 4 comic run, and I just ordered the first one to see if it was something I actually wanted. I ordered off eBay. It should be here Friday in time for the show. So I'm curious about that. It came out before the game release, I believe. Demo for us. All right. How do we start this game? What do we got to do? I don't even know how to start it. Anybody know how to start this game? I should have got my controller out. This shouldn't be controllered. So let's just see if there is a How is this even working? There's no disc in there? How am I doing this? Oh, ID A600 fast. Okay, there they are. There they are. There's my primary stuff. All right, so let's actually reset this and start the other one and see if it like is really different. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking too. The Amiga's got to be the cab kipper. I called you the Amiga. All right, let's see. Let's go back here. This Indy. This is a fast core, man. It's really nice. Looks good. Anytime you use the AGS stuff, if you've never used the Mega AGS in any capacity, it's a nice project. Let's try this one this time. Workbench screen. See, that doesn't say all the words like the other one did. The other one had a bunch of words. Yeah, Tom, don't you love it? What is it? The Mega Amiga game system? What is it? What does the AGS stand for? I forget. Oh, so it's got a little screen over there. Insert, save, load game disk. Okay, do I need to do that? I did not have to do that the first time, right? We're going to give a shout out to Tonda here in a minute because Tonda came back. Oh, has this got some protection? Maybe not. Just press the enter key to begin the game. All right. Match the stones, then push the spindle. Match the stones. All right, find Sun 1, Moon 1, and Volcano 1. Ah, there is some copy protection on this one. Okay, so maybe that's what it stood for. It's probably copyright broken, right? Oh, you think so? So just anything? Anything should work? Let's push the button. Spindle. Yeah, you're right. Look at that. Tana says, and you can still sideload any other rare games that aren't in there. Yeah, very exciting. I love this. Very exciting. So this is how I remember it. Well, what's that other version then? This is how I remember it starting. This must be the fully voiced. This must be the talkie. It's more different than I thought. Okay, I'm going to look at the different versions. Anything in AGS goes past protection. Interesting. Turn that down just a little bit. All right, let's see if our mouse. Yes, our mouse works. Our keyboard works. This is pretty slick and smooth. I like the interface. I think I will get out the Mini though, just to kind of get that, so we can look at the Amiga what it looked like. We'll have to compare the. I think only the DOS version looked different, right? I think the Amiga version. Oh, wait, there's no talking. There is music. It's a stone carving of Shiva. Well, we got to get some of that great voice acting. There we go. Because the voice acting is brilliant. Doesn't look... This is really good, Tonda. I walked through the intro earlier this morning on my... did I do it in the x86 box? I can't remember. No, I did it in Steam. And it was a lot of fun. Eclectic Gamer, what is going on, my friend? How is your Wednesday going? How's your Wednesday? Is it good? Hope it's good. Has the stream stabled out now? Because I know we had some trouble earlier. But I think things are getting better now. Nice little intro. Look at all the people who were involved with this game. Marcus thought Potlatch Indians carved this. Looks like a movie prop to me. Label says... unidentified potsherds. I don't know what that means. Here's a gaping hole. Look at the gaping hole. Capgiver says talking may only exist on PC. Yeah, the PC used a CD-ROM. Yeah. Looks dangerous. Do it anyway. Oh, I think you gotta go back to go forward. Is that... maybe I just didn't go far enough over. Well, yeah, get the rope. Get the rope, dude. There we go. There it is. There it is. There it is. The audio was a little glitchy on that fall. I'm not sure if that is part of the original. Love the color scheme, though. Very Southwest art. Jim McLeod. Old school desk. It's an old lecture hall desk. Now, we can't go back up, right? Books on tools. I think I've read them. Look at the different books here. These books don't look familiar. All right, so I've read... Oh, what? Okay, so we keep falling through floors upon floors until we start... I don't think that's supposed to happen. All right. Original music arrangement. Thanks, Peter McConnell. Oh, stupid, clumsy Indy. Got some more artifacts. I gotta exit out of here. Oh, I gotta go get in the coal chute. Looks pretty slippery. Can I talk him into it? He's not going for it. Can I look in the drawers? Look in Indy's drawers. How about these cats over here? One of Tutankhamun's pets. Another one. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Oh, that one scared me. That's a real cat. Okay, so the rest of them were fake. I love it. I love these. I love the way they've changed the color palette for each screen. I'm sure that was maybe, what do you think that might have been for resource reasons? Because each level has had its own little color theme, and it's quite effective. It's hot. Perfect. The race, is this the Amiga version of PC? Oh, so we know what we need to do. We need to do this right now. That is, this is still retro talk of just me getting ready for this week's episode, but you are correct. Let's go ahead and put in there what we are playing so that people coming in will not be confused. I'll probably leave the title the same. Indy and the Fate of Atlantis. And this is the Amiga version currently. Amiga? Let's make that a little bit bigger. All right, and there we go. So now you will know what we are playing. Tom says, what's AC mean in the other Amiga version? That's what I want to know, because that looked totally different, right? I mean, that intro looked entirely different. We're going to play through this little intro real quick, and then we're going to pop back over to the AC version to see if what exactly is going on. Advanced Cucumber? I don't know, but somebody did like a remake or a... Was it a remake? I guess it would be an enhanced version. Someone made an enhanced version, and they posted about 3 months ago, and I started to look at it. There we go. Scum Story Systems by Ron Gilbert. You know that guy, right? Oh, you know... No, that can't be right. You know what's even more confusing is there's an Assassin's Creed Fate of Atlantis too, right? And so, because I keep running into that whenever I would look up, when I was looking up stuff. And look at dude, just look at the sprite work on this thing. Look at just the outrageous looking sprite work. Oh wait, look at, is that Greedo down there? Who is that on the floor? That's not Greedo. Who is that? It's definitely gonna be some Star Wars and some Spielberg references in here, right? Oh, nice cut too. Look at that. Let's open it. Does that mean this is the DC version? Right? Yes. We were opening a new chapter in history. Look at this. Oh, I love that draw in. That is beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at those pixels just drawing in. I love it. I don't know, man. I just love watching pixels get drawn on the screen. My word, Indy. Small something. I missed it. Jury, perhaps. I still think it's a fake. Uh-oh, got a gun. Then you won't mind if I take it. Always the betrayal in the Indy movies. Really, Mr. Smith? Stand back, gentlemen. I hope you've got a getaway car waiting. You'll need one. Oh, whoa, it's. Oh no, look at, that's some pretty good, oh my god, I don't think I've ever seen a pixel fight. Oh my gosh, that is the most amazing pixel fight I think I've ever seen. We got his coat, Marcus. Hey, what's this? Oh, he looks much more, he looks tougher in his passport. Good lord, Indy, the man, some sort of agent from the Third Reich. Born in 1889. It's a spy with a phony statue. Messiah, I don't know. I lied, Marcus. Can't place the style. So that's kind of the intro. So we don't want to get too deep into this because we want to look at that other one real quick. So we're definitely going to play that. We're playing that this week. It's interesting seeing the Amiga version. We also need to look at the Mac version eventually. I think there's supposed to be all different artwork there. And we're going to look at the DOS version as well. Several ways to play that. But I am still curious about what this AC is. Did anyone figure out what the AC stands for? The ACT. What does that mean? The action? The action version? Oh, wait, that looks different. So is there like the act? What is that? The ACT? The arcade version or something? Is it the same people? Indiana Jones Last Crusade, done by Dark Angel and Wepple. Is this like a fan thing or something? Oh, did I pick the wrong one? Oh, that's The Last Crusade. Idiot. My bad. You're right. Sorry about that. So it's the arcade. So is it maybe with a joystick? Maybe you play it with a... Maybe it was one of the later SCUM engines that allowed you to play... Yeah, I clicked on the wrong one. That makes more sense. But see, this does have as well the ACT. See? But that says more. I don't know. Install. Oh, there's a program failed. Wait for disk activity. Okay. I was probably clicking stuff too fast. So Tana says it's the action game. What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't understand what the action games are. What is that? What does that even mean? I mean, it looks like it's the same intro, right? Okay. What are we doing here? Is this like mini games or something? What is this? Totally different game. Oh, same title in IP. Less thought, more punt. What is this? Why are they confusing me with this? Is this the It's the same story though, right? Loading casino. Is this just all this? The race has never played the AC versions. What does AC mean? I mean, is it like... I am totally confused because they had the same developer, the same name. So did like make something very specific for the... This is weird. So Captain Kipper's going to give us dropping a little knowledge in the chat room here. Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, the action game, was a '92 video game released in conjunction with Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis by LucasArts. While maintaining the same basic plot as the graphic adventure, which is what they called The Last Crusade, is actually subtitled It's actually subtitled Graphic Adventure. They didn't subtitle the other one, I didn't think. So Captain Kipper continues, while maintaining the same basic applies to Graphic Adventure, the action game was a looser, broader version of the game with isometric gameplay that took the focus off point-and-click puzzle solving to make the game more combat-oriented. What WTF? Every week, every freaking week, I pick something narrow so that I can cover it to completion, and every single week, they throw a monkey wrench in. So now I was like, oh, we'll just cover Fate of Atlantis and, you know, maybe some of the community projects and probably a little bit of Last Crusade because it ties in together. You know, it's the only two scum point-and-click adventure games from the Indy film. So I was like, oh, perfect. We got nice and caps closed in. And now I find out there's two more Amiga versions called action games. What the poop? Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Yeah. Why? Now I've got to frickin' talk about these stupid things too. Oh, I hate it sometimes. I also love it because it's fan-frickin-tastic. I like this. It's kind of like a very sim-like, right? So what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to jump over this guy? Like, what if like I'm playing basketball here? I don't know what I'm doing. I've got to pull up a manual, no doubt. Oh, I got my fist here. Go, 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 Sophia, go, go. I don't know what that means. Oh, here comes somebody. What is that all about? So am I in the casino or am I fight? Oh, I'm fighting. Am I fighting? All right, there. Oh, yeah, there we go. Hitting that enter key. All right, yeah. He's down. Oh, I just took his money or his chocolate bar. Just took his chocolate bar. So now that I have money, can I go gamble? Is that what you do? You beat a guy up and then you go gamble? Let me see here. Okay, change from fist. Right? How do I change from fist to oh, there we go. And now I got the chocolate bars. All right. Okay, now what do I do? I hate everything about this. And I also love the fact that I had no clue this existed. Right? Captain Kipper says, bullying Boy Scouts for chocolate bars. See why I have to start these games like this is not, we're not going to be doing this until probably next Monday or Tuesday. But I always have to peek in. And Wednesday night might be our new retro talk setup for the weeknight. Sometimes I just do this independently by myself. But I think this is fun content, and plus I get a lot of help from you guys. What do you think? Are you enjoying this setup night? Could we call it like retro talk and setup night or something? Maybe, I don't know. Every night needs a purpose, right? All right. So we saw kind of the intro of that. I don't like the fact that there is that other crap. That makes me mad. That makes me mad that there's action crap. Now look at this, but then on the Last Crusade, they let somebody else make it. Tiertex, whatever that is. US Gold's a publisher, developer, but for both of those was in-house. Taz says, I'm enjoying your unsuspected frustration. What was this Temple of Doom? Now that was an action game, right? I would like to eventually. I played a little bit of this at some point. Did I play it on the NES or something? Or Genesis? I can't remember. I've played it before. But I like that. That's pretty cool. All right. So it says I'll watch you do anything any night. I'm also wanting to start doing on the YouTube channel like follow-ups with. So we just did Mech Warrior. And I just don't feel like I got it all out of my system. It, you know, had some stuff going on this week at a colonoscopy. And so it interfered with my usual flow of content consumption and regurgitation. But so I didn't feel like I got all of it. Plus, it's such a huge retro sandwich pie, right? I mean, it was like it was ridiculous. Oh, by the way, how perfect is this? Why did I not? I haven't even talked about this part. Oh, so of course we should be doing Amiga. I got my Commodore shirt on. Yeah, baby. I got my Commodore shirt on. I was accused of in the nicest way possible. I was accused of wearing my pride shirt. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. I am very proud. I am very proud of my Commodore chicken shirt. I know the Wraithright Brian Needs wants to find a game that was only released on one format and has no sequels, and it's a standalone game, and all the stories are really in the making of in not right. Yeah, Chicken List, baby. My Commodore people out there, they know. I've decided that I'm going to, so this is version 2.3, December. Okay, so this is something that I guess they just wrapped it up and stuff. All right, so we got an idea of how that works. I set my Mac machine at one point in time, kind of like I did the Amiga machine. I wonder if I also included a bunch of games. Let's go take a look at that real quick. We are working with the MiSTer FPGA. You know what? I need to put more information on here so when people come in, they're not like totally confused with what the hell I'm doing. This part is probably going to be more important on nights where we're jumping in and out of stuff. Tonda, how do you manage this stuff? Do you just write it right in there in the in like a text layer in OBS, or do you have like a notepad somewhere that you pulling from? Because I thought about opening a notepad. That's probably the better way to do it, right? I mean, have a notepad open, it can just pull from it. Now we can copy paste really quickly. MiSTer FPGA Indy Fun Indy Fate of Atlantis. Yeah, you just use a text file. That's what I was thinking about. I probably need to do that. Back to earlier what was recommended. I just want the one game. Thomas says the only way you're going to do that is you're going to get that if you do a Nintendo game that had no sequel. Nintendo was really bad about, oh my gosh. Nintendo is so bad about, and they make me mad too, because like, you know, you'll have a game, you're like, cool. And Nintendo like, hey, we want to port it. Cool. And then the primary main game goes and makes a sequel. And then Nintendo goes, we want to make a sequel to our port. And it's like, oh, you want to port our second sequel? No. We want to make a sequel to the port. And so then you have to go, Jeepus. And they'll name it part 2 of whatever. So it's like game 2, you know, and then the mainline stories is like game 2, but then you go game 2 NES version, which is really a sequel to the thing. Oh my God. Captain Kipper says, now I find out there was an arcade version too. Right. Oh, yeah. Captain Kipper, is one of the most important things is the talkie version. And there's an arcade version. What are you talking about? You talking about this Indy Fate of Atlantis game has got an arcade? Was it that thing we saw, the action thing? Oh, I hope not. Please don't tell me there's another whole path I got to go down. So when I first started with my MiSTer, thank you to Tonda for all of his help and guidance with the MiSTer and the individual who donated this MiSTer to me. When I first started, I just did a lot of console stuff. It just made sense. It's really well designed, well laid out and everything. But over time, I've started doing a lot of the computer stuff, and I kind of find it enjoyable. I'm much curious about the Amiga 500. Did I also set up AGS? Is it also set up here, or I'm getting sidetracked, aren't I? Mini AGA, original mini, okay, CPU chipset. Oh, it halted. Oh, I got no kickstart. If you don't know what that is, Amiga needs a kickstart file to kickstart to get in there. The race says maybe don't cover the Pokemon games, dude. So I so badly in 2024, February 2024, my plans were to include a Pokemon And I, as I started planning it out, it just got hairier and hairier. So our good member, community member, Valdair is probably who you remember when I talk about Valdair. We sometimes game together, and always typically he's there with on the race days and stuff. So they're amazing. They're amazing. Love them. So Sammy is their current online handle, and donated a whole bunch. Donated a GameCube, Game Boy player with the disc, and a whole bunch of Pokemon games. And dude, oh. Captain Kipper, you talking about ROM Space Night? ROM Space Night. Yeah, I got to review them all. So I mean, it's been on my list, but I don't know how to tackle it, and life just keeps coming at me too fast. We need to look at the Mac, right? Let's go take a look at the Mac. So got the did I install one? So the most recent one is this Macintosh Plus. Let's see if I set it up. I remember at one point in time I said the Macintosh stuff, but I can't remember. Or maybe it was the Apple stuff. I can't remember. Yeah, time to just probably do a generation at a time. And I've got so many ways to do it. We got the GameCube, the Game Boy player we can do it through. We've got my analog pocket, which has an FPGA type, and I can actually put the carts in there. I can rip the carts because I have a GB interceptor. Is it what's called interceptor? No, I've got some interceptor. I got to build an interceptor, an operator, Game Boy operator. So I got an interceptor as well that I've got from a project on PCBWay. God, I could spend a year just doing Game Boy stuff. Jesus. I got to find a way. Here's my problem. What we're doing right now with our smaller group, right? We have probably maybe 30 people right now hanging out with us between YouTube and Twitch. And you guys are my core. You guys are here more often than not. And you guys put up with my random BS because I love doing this retro thing, but it's not always great entertainment. So you guys let me put all the bull crap out there and just let me be myself. And in order to grow, I'd have to be more universal and algorithm better, all the words that I'm not being able to say right now. And man, I just really need someone to manage all that so that I can just stay at home and just eat all the food on my plate, because I have so much food and no time to do all of it. So this is the thing I love. I love being myself, and I love hanging out with you guys, and it's so much better. And every time I think about, feeding the machine of, matching up all the bips and the bops to make it grow as a channel to get more eyes, and just, it's like, ugh, Jesus. Donda says managing the stream games is like 9% of streaming, and no one sees it. Yeah, facts. Specs are for higher end color Mac. Oh yes. Oh, is it really? Ooh, I don't know if this one will do it then, right, Captain? 68K20 MC 68020 processor, 2 megabytes of RAM. So let's take a look. So it does like I've done some stuff, and I got a Mac pack. Oh yeah, this is when I did this whenever we did the Prince of Persia. So yeah. Oh, and it also must be okay. So we did the Prince of Persia. This is the Mac pack. Oh, we got the drop disc. Yeah, I don't know. So I guess this would not do it, right? Why do I have 2 Mac packs? Mac pack. Oh, we got the system versions too. Oh, jeebus. What year would it have been? 92, 93 for the Mac if they would have had it? Maybe I just need to do a search. I should do the selector. Oh, is this even alphabetical too? Oh my gosh. What are we even doing over here? H. We got some Hangman. Yeah, I don't think it's. It might not even be in this set, and it might not even run on this system, like you said. Let's see. Okay, so this is the Model Plus. So let's match up what you got on the specs here. So this is let's see, we got the Plus, SE. Plus and SE are two options. Speed, we can go as high as 16 megahertz. The CPU you said needed to be a 6820. So there is that. Memory you said needed to be how much memory did we need? 2 megabytes of RAM color memory. We got 4, I believe, if that's what it's saying. And then we got to reapply. Oh, that was an interesting sound. Try AI 2FX. Okay. Max it out, says time to max that bad boy out. And I don't think this is color Mac either, so I don't think this is emulating the color, right? Plus, yeah, max it out. Well, we gave it the highest of what we have, right? So, yeah, I think that's going to be either the core. We maxed out the core. So if this core is capable of doing it, it already seems to be a good bit faster on the load up. So let's just see if this even works. I don't even know if even if the ROM is even in there. What year would have been released? What year would have been of release on this? Anybody remember how to do a search? Graphic Adventure Mac. Let me do a little searching on this too. Graphic Adventure, Macintosh repository. Ooh, can I download from here? Yeah, Tonda says, Mac always reminds me of high school drafting class. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is definitely... oh, there's no video. Oh, yeah, look here. They got the... Oh, I can download it. So I can download it if we don't have it. System requirements is Mac OS 6 up to 9. So we're not that at all, right? So what year is this considered? This is like the old stuff, right? Oh, let's see. Let's look at the system. Oh, we got a 6. It does a 6 and 7. Okay, so yeah. Oh, so let's take a look. We are already at... so look at that. So we're in 7, so that's compliant. We're in there. Very good. So now we just got to have the stuff. Just got to have the stuff. Once again, this is not the color Mac. This is just the old black and white. I don't think this core does color. I could be wrong. I don't know much about this core, so let's take a look. Does anybody know much about the Mac Plus core on the MiSTer FPGA and what it is capable of? It's been a while. There is... What is the difference between this Mac pack, that Mac pack? Is this links to the same place, possibly? Can I do a search? Or am I stupid? I'm not stupid, but okay, so here we go. Here we go. Find more choices. Let's just look for Atlantis. That's probably the most likely term that would result in something that would be accurate, right? I wonder if we need, so did I not change the model type? Did we not change it to, so you said, do we need to use the, I thought the Plus was the best one. Is the SE the better? Is the SC the better one? I just thought Plus would be better, but I guess it's kind of like the RG35 Pro is like, yeah, Pro is better, but Plus is old, Captain Kipper. See? I never owned a Mac during that time period, so I wouldn't know. So now that I've done that, can I increase anything in here? No, it all seems to stay the same, so that's fine. All right. Twitch lovers and users, we are going into an ad here for just a couple of seconds. We'll talk about something else while you do that. Let me see what I have around the office. How about I share with you my Charmander hat? So we talked about Pokemon, right? We talked about Pokemon, and at one point in time, I picked up a bunch of hats. I found that this is an odd thing to say, and I don't know if it is founded in any type of reality, but it seems like when I wear a hat on stream, if it's not Flappy, it seems to turn some people away. I don't know if some people I know I grew up with a friend who didn't trust people in hats. And so I'm not sure how universal that is, but I do remember him telling me that. And it seems like, other than the Flappy hat, which is like a comical, fun hat, it seems like my more serious hats turn people away. So I've been kind of resistant to wear hats lately, even though I'm getting old, my hair is thinning, and it makes me sad. But it can give me a headache too, wearing hats a long time. So look at this. Pokemon. I had picked all these up when I was planning last year when I was planning on doing my Pokemon coverage. I was gonna wear one of these. So I got a Charmander hat. Right? Dig it. Cool. I got a Pikachu hat, right? Got to have a little Pikachu there. Love my Pikachu hat. I like I think the blue looks good on me. I also I've actually worn this one out in public a couple of times. Umbreon. It kind of matches my kind of I kind of got like a gray motif, gray and white motif, so that's kind of what I do. And then finally, for the, let's see, is this the fun hat? Yes, the fun hat. Let me make sure. Yeah, I think this is the fat hat. Here's my Eevee. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. It's got little ears and stuff. So yeah, I got to get back into wearing my hats. But like I said, they can kind of be inconvenient, but they're also a nice little, I don't have to worry about fixing my freaking hair and that kind of crap, right? I just do the thing. I just throw it on. Any takes on that? Anybody have opinions about no hats? You guys are, I do what I want to do, but I'm just asking your opinion. What is, anybody got a hang up on that? Also, by the way, it appears, even though we did that, it seems like it's having some trouble. So we're going to do a cold reboot after doing that. And now that everybody's back, what did you miss? Well, you missed us looking through our Pokemon hats, which is fine. Eclectic Gamer says, I'm not sure about hats. I do think that is a thing. The Ray says, you don't have a full Pokemon cosplay, should I? Oh, Tonda says, I love my PC Engine hat. That's my go-to. Yeah, I love that one. I need more retro clothing, and I've actually ordered some. I've got a Dreamcast shirt I purchased. I have an Atari shirt that I need to wear more often. So yeah, Tonda also, yeah, I sort of get that impression too. Hats equals less viewers for me for some reason. Isn't that an odd thing? It's so weird. Captain Kipper does say that people who wear hats while driving, cute off the road, off the blood flow. Oh, cuts off. Okay. People who wear hats while driving cuts off the blood flow through the parts of their brain related to good driving habits. Next time you see a bad driver, you'll see they have a hat on. Okay, so yeah, Zoe, I love hats. Yeah, me too, Zoe. Now I'm really going to bed. Thank you, Zoe. Go to bed, sleep well. We'll see you when we get to Wednesday as well. Third hattest, right? The Wraith. I knew it was a thing, and I just never wanted to believe it because, my God, it's just so much easier. Like, after working all day, sometimes I have to, what's in the Commodore Amiga standalone? What does that one do? When I come home from work, I have to, guess I need to brush my hair back because, it's like I'm going to be on stream, and it's to get all kind of, it's all hanging out of my ponytail and stuff, and yeah, so it's so easy. Oh, good night, Zoe. But yeah, Tana says, I just want to be comfy. Yeah, I just want to be comfy and casual, man. Just want to do it. Don't judge me by my hat. And I love my hats. I love them. But I do get it. Oh, wait, I took it back down. I don't remember doing that. When did I do that? Did I not? Oh, I bet I didn't save the settings, Brian. You got to save the settings. All right, so Maybe that was the problem. All right, so bing. I don't remember this noise at all. Did you guys ever remember that noise? Bing. I don't. Oh, did I not choose the SC? Ah, dadgummit, you're right. Ah, son of a butthole. Good call. Save settings again. All right, this time, no for reals. The happy Mac beep. It means you're going to see a happy Mac face. Oh, hi, Ambassador Domo. What is going on, my friend? Eclectic Gamer says, maybe, back to the hat conversation, maybe it's like you're hiding behind that hat and people don't like it. Yeah, I think maybe that, I think that's probably a good bit of it. Like I said, my friend, I never until my friend told me in high school, it's like, yeah, it's like we were watching, I think we were watching a movie or something. And I don't know if I made a joke or anyway, we ended up getting on the idea that we didn't know who the murderer was in a movie. And you're supposed to try to figure it out as you're watching. And we couldn't remember the names of the characters. So we started saying, it was the guy with the hat. It's the guy with the hat. And he, you know, he can, that's when he like confirmed, he's like, yeah, I don't trust people in hats. I don't trust them. I'm like, okay. I know some people don't trust people in beards too. So I've thought about that too. I'm like, should I shave? But then I also know people who don't trust people who are shaven either. So maybe it's kind of, Oh, interesting. So when I switched over to the SE, did I mess something up? Or do I need to remount? Or is there no disc? Oh, that's interesting. So the Plus had a place to click for that, right? So do I need the SCSI? Or so not the Floppies. So I've got to mount a SCSI. So there was a different setup for this. No name OVA, what is up? I own a 512. Oh, 512K. Nice. Nice. Jealous of you. I'd like to get a Mac in my house. Ambassador Tomo says, don't shave. Oh no, it's dead. That's okay. We can resurrect it, right? Yeah, booted off the hard drive, right? Let's see. Do I need, which one was I using on the other system now? I forgot. I should have looked. What is this? Is there any specific thing in here? Look at this. The Mist is like, can we boot from, wait, can we just boot straight into one of these? This is the game in here, maybe? Wouldn't that be nice if it was just like in there and we just boot from it? Wouldn't that be pleasant? Probably not. All right. Not empty hard drive, boot. What's the difference? I don't remember. HG20. What? Brian, why don't you name stuff, the things that make sense? I don't want to initialize, so let's boot that one and say that's our secondary drive, and then let's save the settings and reboot or reset and see if that does anything. Probably needs a new motherboard, Ambassador Noah says. Yikes! Yikes! Ambassador Noah says, my wife never lets me shave. She does not want to be married to a baby. Let the Gamer says, beards and glasses, but not with Brian. I trust you. Very good. Yeah, beards and glasses can be a question mark too, as well as hoodies. You know, people wearing hoodies, that can also be a big question mark, right? Gab Kipper says, I have an OG Mac. Got it for $10 at a yard sale. No mouse and keyboard. That was 25 years ago. Very good. I used to have a couple of Macs. I used to play like Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. I got rid of them. That was before I got into my retro phase. The game is a CD-ROM for the Mac as well, Captain Kipper. Nice. Yeah, no name. I would love to get me a 512. I need more Mac love in my life. I really do. It's a shame. I've got a lot of Atari. I got so much Atari stuff right now. I got to work through it. Once again, I'm gonna come back to the point that I need my day job not to be my day job. I like my day job. I love the people I work with. What I do not get though is this. this stuff that we're doing right now. And I would love to do this all day, all night. I think we really could get somewhere. I'm not sure that I might have to end up before it's over. This might not be something I can do this week. I was hoping I could just fire it up and it would just work. And I may play with it some this weekend, but we may have to come back to this. It's a nice little experiment, though. I like to see the fitness of my my OSs and things as we go along. Ambassador Noah says hours. So every week. Here's my schedule, if you care to know. I have a day job where I work 40 hours a week. It mostly involves application development and cybersecurity. Not necessarily. They're not the same. I don't always make applications for cybersecurity, but I am also part of cybersecurity. How's that? It's like my secondary title. Anyway, I do that 40 hours a week, and then I come home and I try to do. I have 2 podcasts currently, and each of those podcasts require anywhere between 8 to 12 hours worth of prep and recording. I don't edit any of my podcasts anymore. Scott does all the editing. However, I'm trying to increase my YouTube load as well. So that puts me at around 60 hours a week worth of effort towards making things. Whether it be at a location that where an employment or whether it be here. Boy, I would love that to just be 60 hours of me doing that here. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to go back and look at these images. I'm going to now swap that. And I'm not sure if that boot has to be there. But we're going to try just that, just to see. I'm not even sure what's on those hard drives. Is it just booting slow? Am I just not being patient? Yeah. That was a different symbol. And that went right in. So there you go. That went right in. So that's all right. So I guess we didn't need that. Right? Right? I think so. I think we're in the right one, right? Okay, so but the question is, I don't think we've hooked up to the game. Was this the games right here, maybe? This a different set of games or the same games? System 6. Okay, so that's what we're on now. Maybe we just get lucky. Maybe just get lucky here. Let's see. Pyramid Apparel. Maybe it just happens to be in here. If not, maybe I can. All right, so HI. I don't see it there high. I don't see it there. But I know that MacintosRepository.org does have it in different formats. We have I see a SIT file there, System 6X to Mac OS 9. I see a second one, which looks closer to a floppy disk, also in SIT format. Okay, wait. Indy PPC, a PowerPC, I'm assuming. Okay. There's an Indy 3 disk copy. There's an Indy 3 disk copy duplicate and an Indy 3 rebuilt. Maybe some of you guys can take a look at this and give me an idea. Yeah, let's just play Shadowgate. Let's just play the Shadowgate. Content, says Ambassador Domo. Eclectic Gamer says, talking about retro stuff, I saw a YouTube video today and some YouTube guy is trying to buy... So this perfactic retro recipes. So yeah, he is amazing. I've been following him for years and he's great. He's been in Star Wars things. He'll so readily tell you. He's like a stand-in for who is Christian? It's what's his name? What's the actor's name? What is the actor's name who played in the 2000s Star Wars reboot, episode 1. But he wasn't in episode 1, was he? I think it was just in episode 2. I think Anakin was just, I think he was still a kid in the first one, but the second one. Anyway, he stood in for, what's his face? Yeah, Retro Recipes. You saw Hunt for Red Christian Hayden. Christian Hayden. Is that right? Yeah. So anyway, Parafact. I always forget his handle. It's Parafractic. It's him and his wife. They're the Fractics or something. Anyway, they do Retro Recipes on Hayden. Yeah. Hayden Christensen. That's it. Hayden Christensen. I knew we'd get there. Oh no, it's good. It was good. There we go. So there's your answer. So yeah, he's trying to. He is like, I love Commodore 64, right? I love Commodore. He loves Commodore more, I think. Or not. Yeah. Parafractic. That's it, David. That's it. I always get it wrong. I just remember the fractic part. I always forget with this Perifractic. Is it Perry or Perry? Perry? I don't know. These games right here, those aren't working. Space War. Anyway, the point is, we're pretty close here. I think if someone could, did I put in the link in there? So the Macintosh repository, if somebody knows how to do all that BS, oh, let's see. I forget. Do I have Stuff It in here? Because I always end up getting stuck in the Stuff It place because, you know, Stuff It was the compression, right? That's kind of their thing back then. Games, desktop holders, system extras. Who wants some flying toasters? I think we should run some flying toasters. So that was supplement. Wait, is there more on this drive maybe? Maybe there's another drive I need to. Can I load in 2 or 3? So let's just try to load in. Oh, this is confusing. So wait, look at this. So it says SCSI 6, SCSI 5. That's the opposite of what I would assume. So does it read from SCSI 5 or 6 first? Or does it matter? Is that what my whole problem was? There's supplement. Is that the one I put in the second one? It is. Okay, so does empty hard drive? Maybe it has called it empty hard drive. Now I'm not sure. Or is it called boot? Let's put in the supplement. Let's put boot. I guess we're gonna have to restart it, right? Because there's other games I saw. So let's see what happens. Christian Simpson that's right. Yes, Christian Simpson. That's right. That's Parafractic's real name. This is not a Macintosh disk, so that is not gonna help us on that one. So what did I pick on that one? That was a boot. Okay, so did we just happen to call it? That one says boot as well. Oh, my name stuff stupid. So I thought there was way more games on there. Yeah, he's been in a bunch of little. He's been in, like, I think he moved to LA. I think at some point in time he had talked about on his channel. But if you've never seen Parafractic, it's amazing. Retro Recipes is what you're looking for, and it's amazing. It's a nice little channel with lots of videos, and he is working towards purchasing he ended on a cliffhanger in this last video of an offer from the current owners of the Commodore trademark. So the name itself, I don't know what all they own beyond that. And that's me just watching the video in line with me just watching videos. So I paid attention mostly by just listening, but not paying. I didn't like focus in. Yeah, so check it out. Yes, it's good. It's good. I'm really curious how that's going to work out. I'm not sure. I think my best bet's going to be to load up just load it up, probably. Maybe I need to find the CD. I don't, does this even work with CDs? This is floppy disk era, right? That wouldn't make any sense. All right, so I think I've loaded up. So apparently SCSI 6 loads first. Is that not how that works at all? Is it not? Does it look through all the SCSI interfaces first and goes, I'm looking for a boot? I mean, it's been so long since I worked with a physical one. I think we need to go back to the supplement. That seemed to be the only one that was really giving us anything. Captain Kipper, thank you. Got to run. Do it. Thank you so much. It's always fun. It's good seeing you, Captain Kipper. Come back again. Yes, he was Lieutenant Gavin Sykes in the Phantom Menace. Oh, now it's telling me that, do I want to initialize it? Is it because, have I done the bad? Have I been doing all of this hot swapping? Have I made bad things happen? Entirely possible. Entirely possible. A full reboot is required, perhaps. I'm going to put cancel. Maybe that's the reason why the other ones weren't working as two. Save settings and cold reboot. Trickster says, SCSI 5 is alive. Look how fast that is. It just right back up. I wish I had looked at my settings. Maybe when I go back in the video feed, I can see what my original settings were, because I'm not 100% sure that I've done all that right. Can't believe I didn't know the SE was more recent. Still not sure which one of these indies I should do, so I'm just going to start from the top. I'm actually going to start with I'm going to go with the one with the most complete file name that looks like a floppy disk. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Software dates back to 1990, so if you plan to run this on modern hardware. All right, download. Here we go. And then we'll just copy this over, and I'm assuming it's going to come out. This is a zip file, so how do I inject that? Would I have to inject that into the drive? Because I can't mount that as an image. Why is it still doing this? Have I corrupted? I carumbed? Have I carumbed? Do I need to unmount the image maybe first and then remount it? Because it was definitely showing up the first time, right? Right? Let's remount both the images. Blink. Scoop doo, I'm out of coffee. And that's a bummer. Only had 2 cups today. Ba-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Thank you guys, by the way, for hanging out this Wednesday, Thursday, wherever in the world you are. And having a blast learning all this stuff with you guys. Heckgummit. I think I've messed up my supplemental drive. I think I've screwed it. Because if I initialize, it's going to write over it, right? I think I've screwed the pooch. I think my supplemental drive is supplemented. I don't think it's going to work anymore. Unless I can swap them. Do they swap like should this be this one and then this one should be this one? I mean, is that a thing? Yeah, initialize format, if I remember correctly. That's what it feels like to me too, Houdini 7. Initialize sounds like a very scary word for me. 3D internet coming in with the burn on modern Apple. Do you like this operating system look better or the new iPhone iOS transparent glass look? Some serious shade. In my family, at my house, there is a rebellion, a talk about upgrading their phone entirely due to the lack of quick and easy rollbacks, a regret of the 2.6 recent update with that transparent glass look. And I've heard that not everybody is exactly thrilled with what's going on there. So that's a great question. For me, I like to live in this world with the old Mac stuff. Now I'm seeing a smiley face, but it's really just it's not doing anything. So does that mean that supplementary drive is still there? I'm still getting a happy Mac, right? That's still a good sign, right? Right? I think that's still a good sign. I think. All right, I'm gonna pop this sit file. Oh, that sounded gross. I'm gonna pop this sit file right into the to the thing. It's a good sign until it's not, says Houdini7. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good. Nope. You're gonna be there forever. Let's take a look here. We are in the Mac. All right, let's see here. Mac. M is for Mac. What kind of mem test in here? Don't mind if I do. Mac Plus. Gonna throw this sit file. I don't think that sit file is gonna do me any good. I think what I'm gonna have to do is open. I wonder if I can open this VHD file on Windows. I think you can. So what I think I have to do is I'll have to grab my. I think I have to grab. Oh, what's disk 605? I think I need to grab. Oh, wait a minute. I wonder if the games I was seeing was on something else. I'm getting confused. This is what I do know. The boot VHD in the root is 1.5 gigs. So, have we decided that this... All right, so in the root of this, that should be this one. So that boot VHD should be the thing, right? I wonder if I should... I'm still not sure about the SCSI and how it... Does it... Which one loads first? Am I going to have to chat GPT this thing? That's 1.5 gigs worth of virtual hard drive. So there's got to be some stuff in that one. But if it needs to be initialized again, can I take that over to Windows? It is a VHD file. What about you, 3D Internet? What are you thinking? What's your take on the new glass look? A fan? Not a fan? Scoopy doopy. And welcome in, by the way. Hope you're having a good Wednesday, Thursday. I know I am. You guys have made it so much better. I mean, sure, I could be sitting here cursing at the Mac screen by myself, but I got you here with me. So let's take a look. I'm going to bring you along for a ride while that tries to load up. Oh, okay, that's something else. All right. I'm going to take you on a ride with me here to Macintosh repository, and that is not the right one. So let's go there. There we go. This is the Macintosh repository, and this is the entry for Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade from 1990. This is what we're looking forward to. It looks like it is, what are these, floppy disk? I'm unsure. Can we zoom in on this? Can I open the image in a new tab? I can. And then, can I zippity zoom? I can. Does it get any better? No, I cannot see it. Does it say floppy or anything else? It does not. So, oh, it maximized everything, so that works. It looks like there is a color there, color here. That looks good. Indy only runs in 16 color or black and white mode. Please use the control panel. Okay, so this is the black and white. That's the Last Crusade. Oh, that's the color. That's not, oh, Did I just look? Am I looking at The Last Crusade? When did I get there? I think I went to the wrong screen because I downloaded the right SIT file. SIT. Oh, no, this says Last Crusade. Wow, maybe I did download the wrong. I typed in the whole, oh, Jeebus. I typed in the whole wrong thing anyway. How do you spell Indiana? Indiana. Jones in the great circle. Yeah, let's get the great circle in the Mac. The Fate of Atlantis. Oh my God. Oh, so this one maybe is not on. Oh, there is a repository. Okay, here it is. Let's take a look at this one. Oh, what is Indiana Jones and the Fatal CD version? Okay. Oh, so I've never done. So you guys were right about the CD thing. Yeah, zoom and enhance. Yeah, this is much larger. This is 131. Indy Fate Toast. Ooh, a toast file. CD toast. I haven't done that in forever. Now, this one's compressed. This one's zipped. Okay, so this is compressed. Would stuff it up here, and this one is zipped. But it's a toast image, so maybe this is the way to go. Oh no, smaller than 100 members, sign-in members. Let me see if I've got a sign-in account. I think I do. Username, not your email or nickname. What? Oh, Jesus. I don't know. I put in there. Try one of a million here. I get it pulled up, right? All right, there we go. Bad username or password. Retrieve my password. Let's see if, oh, and then it's going to give me, great. It's going to be one of those multi-step processes. But you can tell I'm not booting up here. That file is large. If I open it as a VHD file, will I be able to read it on my Windows machine? I wouldn't think so. That doesn't make sense. Or can I? Huh. All right. I'm getting way deep. I'm getting way lost. I'm getting way lost. I'm getting way lost. I'm losing the thread here. We're looking at streaming this next week. So what I need to do is take a chill pill for a minute and go load up the floppy disk on our DOS version. That's what I need to do. I can come back to this later. I am interested, but we can come back to it. Let's get moving. Let's get the moving going on, right? All right. Who wants to be my manager? I need a stream manager. I need a time manager and just a life manager. Maybe I need a life coach. How about that? Indiana Jones and Fate of Atlantis. Whatever happened to the Atlantis, I wonder. I don't know. We're going to try the floppy disk, though. Over on archive, let's take a look at what we have here. 6-disc image. So that would be the one you would typically use. So if you're looking for Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, if you go to eBay, this is one of the ways I research sometimes. Sometimes I will go to Wikipedia, and other times I'll just head over to eBay and see what people are doing. So I've got the comic coming, by the way. This is what's coming out. Or the $505 version of this has been graded. And no, I haven't. Be for real. I ordered like the $225 version, but I just wanted to get the first one to kind of check it out. This one had a 1.4. Is this a 1 through 4? That one was going to take too long, though. I don't think it was going to be here in time. So let's take a look at DOS Floppies. DOS Floppies. Gamer says, you have the patience of a saint, Brian. Well, thank you very much. So if we wanted, that's the CD-ROM enhanced version. Complete excellent. Is that also the CD-ROM version? Did I not specifically say? Oh, I said floppies. I probably should have said floppy. Like that might be a. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's a good one here. So obviously not super cheap. This one only has 5, but that may be fine. Sometimes they would be 5 or 6, I believe. It's according to who was doing the pressing. But I would double check first before I send off. Find out you can't finish the story because disc 6 is missing. Wouldn't that be a tragedy? Oh yeah, there's the inside of the box. Look at that. Look, no bugs. That's a positive sign right there. If you see dead roaches in there, that's a bad sign. Calindo, what is going on, Calindo? What is up with you? How is your Wednesday, Thursday going? I believe we got the flops. We got the flops. We got the flops. And then we're going to throw those onto the MiSTer. We're going to fire up our DOS 6.22, and we'll try to make sure that we're running a 386 machine, maybe? I think that was the min specs. Anybody got a min specs in the chat room? Captain Kipper usually's got me covered, but I might depend on one of you guys. Also, 3D Internet says, in response to how's your Wednesday, Thursday, wherever in the world you are, says, it's okay. Obviously, some overlooked accessibility issues. I like the old school look better, though. I don't remember the OS name, but the one that looked like glass from a long time ago with the blue buttons was cool. In reference to, not how you doing, but partially in how you doing, but mostly because we were talking about the new 2.6 version of the iOS that is causing conversation. How's that? Conversation is what it's causing. Believe you me, people are talking. But you have to be on the fast track to get that one anyway. And one of my family members is a fast tracker. And she is now wishing upon a star that she was not on the fast track. Let's load up our DOS 6.22. We'll leave the extended memory, my default of my DOS load. We'll do that. And this is the AO486 project. I'm going to throw these into a floppy drive. Now, this is not the talkie version. This is just the little music at the top and then a little game. So it looks like we got our cute mouse running. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, just for a second, we lost something there. Okay, so we're emulating the PC AT20 Hertz, which is what we were doing last week for a Mech Warrior, the original. But I think this one's gonna take. Let's start the low end with a 386SX 25 megahertz. My first machine that I had that was the 8088 chips was gonna be the 46DX Gateway, I believe is what I had. Let's mount this floppy drive. Let's get the floppy drive. If I was really feeling old school, what I could do is I got a floppy drive and I got floppies. I could load them up. I can load them up, baby. What did I say what this was? Okay, there it is. We got 6 disk images. We're just going to do it on that one. We're going to flip over to the A drive. Do we need to do anything else with our resources while we're here? 386, floppy, swappy. RAM size is small. What you can do is 16 megabytes. We're using the memory manager. That's good. Not going to need joysticks, so I'm not worried about that. So let's just see what's on the floppy. We got an install file, so we're going to install it. Hard drive to which to do it. Let's do it to the C drive. Floppy drive to read. Hey. I hit the button. I think it's going. There we go. Helendo, how was your Wednesday, Thursday going? Everything going good? You doing all right? You doing okay? Good to hear. It's good to hear. Oh, I still got to learn some of this. So we played MechWarrior last week for the Play Retro show, and I've got a BattleTech Beginners box and a BattleTech Beginners. We're going to talk about that real quick, or we'll just finish loading up the game. You're not missing anything. We've got some ads about to fire up on the Twitch. If you're already subscribed, you'll get no ads, ad-free for the month. And we do timed ads here on the channel so that we can kind of stop any gameplay, which is the primary purpose of what we're usually doing. We're kind of just chatting a little bit and setting stuff up tonight, but we try not to let you miss too much if you got to do that. That way we have ad-free viewing. Everybody can watch the same content at the same time when those ads are done. Nope. Yep. Nope. There we are. Disc 2. Let's go. It is copying over a PC VIQA. Don't know what that is. An Indy 4 file. Also not familiar with that. But it's extracting a file. It's reading from the file, but it's extracting to Atlantis 001. Probably some type of, where's all the data, right? Little file there for you. Yep. Let's talk about the, Houdini says, don't believe him. All the fun stuff is done during commercials. Subscribe now. Oh, wow. There's still just a little bit of coffee in here. So let's talk about it real quick. Let's talk again just one real quick. I'm going to fire this up so you guys can see. This is the RG35XX SP, which will be given away on the Play Retro show in the upcoming weeks. After Scott has a time to receive it, and then also a chance to play with it just a bit. This is the new $45 one they have for the next couple of days. Then it'll go up to $50. And did I leave it on? I might have left it on. Let's find out. You got to hold down like for 5 seconds on a lot of these Amber Nicks before it there it goes. You got to hold it down for about 5 seconds before it kicks on. And I wasn't sure if I was hitting the reset button or if I was hitting the actual power button. Also, this is sitting on a Nintendo 2DS display rack. I have not printed one for this one specifically, but I probably should. And Houdini 7 knows me too well. Let's put number 3 in there. Click. This is much faster than pulling floppies out and putting them in there. I got some 5 1/4 floppies too, by the way. If you ever really want to have some fun, I'll get my 1541, my Commodore 1541, and we'll write some floppies, and we'll have a good time. So this is your stock firmware / OS here, and as you can tell, you can play some of the different games. You can play some Dreamcast games even. Let's see here. Power Stone. I haven't played that in a while. Soul Calibur. Yes. Virtual Tennis. I'm no good at that. These are ones that just came with the system. If you get one of these systems, if they sell them at Best Buy, they do sell some Amber Nick models. I don't think they sell this one. But if you get one from there, they will not come with an SD card. You'll have to load your own firmware and so forth. But if you order these from China, or if you order from the Amber Nick warehouse, there will be included an SD card with however you want to say the legalities of those ROMs and the quality of them. So I usually just reload these things. But since we're just giving this away, we're playing with it a little bit and then going to give it away. I didn't do much with it. But this is a Dreamcast being emulated on this $45 RG35XX Pro. Once again, not entirely convinced about that name. The Pro makes it sound like it's going to be, high price, but it's not. There's your Power Stone. Power Stone Falcon. Nice screen. It's supposed to have this screen is supposed to be like the laminate is supposed to be, it's like de-aired or something. Like there's like less air between the actual screen and the laminate that goes on top, and that's supposed to be a selling point. I don't know how that functions. All I know is that I've never been disappointed by any of these Amber Nicks I've gotten, because the price always meets the quality expectation. If it was a higher priced item, maybe I would feel different, but at $45, the fact that it will do some of this. Yeah, I'm just running around like right now. See, look at that. It's running just fine. This is a Dreamcast game running on the 64-bit Linux that comes stock with this Ambernick. You know. Sure, if you want to do some more stuff, like if you want to do all the N64 stuff, you're going to spend a little more money, get into Android. Well, you just want to fiddle fart around a little bit. It's all good. Who is nostalgic for those bygone days of taking little 3.5 floppies and playing with the little screen? Oh, here we go. I got some. This is bad for your floppies. Don't do it. But man, do I have to? I mean, how do I not sit there and do this? I mean, you're doing it. Come on, you telling me that you didn't sit there when you know good and well. Let's get all the noise gates out of there. Let's just There's that. Oh yeah. You did it. I'm doing it right now, says Tonda. Yeah, look, you gotta just. This was the original fidget. The original fidget, man. Yeah, look at that. All right. Flippity floppity. Tonda's doing it. I'm soaking it right now. You did that all the time. Good job, man. You can't stop doing it. And it's not good. You shouldn't be doing it. These things are so freaking fragile. And they hold important data. And you can't not do it. Why? I also used to like to take the hub on the 5 1/4. Oh God, no, do I have one of those nearby? I used to like taking the hub and like just kind of just like I'm talking about the big floppies, the big giant ones, not the big giant ones, not those 12 inches or whatever the 8-inch things, but like the 5 1/4. Take a little inside because it like if you ever open one of those things, it's like cottony inside and everything, and then that tape like material would just like rub against it. I used to love just to. No wonder none of my floppies worked. Why does this floppy not work? Oh, did I tell him myself? Apologies. Also, I had to bring out my I don't know if you guys remember like the big floppy disk holders, especially like the 3.5 floppies. They had like it's like a nice brown or tan color on the bottom, and it had like a tinted plastic on the top, and you'd open it up and you could flip through your little floppies and stuff. I got one of those. I'm gonna have to get those out. This is the slidey thingies. I also did that with my zip disk. Oh yeah, zip disks were great. They had even greater compression, right? Our installation is complete. To exit install, hit escape, run at the DOS prompt, type in CD to Atlantis, and then go to Atlantis. Look, I don't have to because it's already CD'd me to Atlantis already. And what is the fate of it? Let's type in Atlantis and see what we see on our DOS version. 320 by 200 for our scum. Oh, this does have copy protection. Now, I doubt this one is hacked and cracked. So let's just see what happens when we hit the spindle, see if it takes us through it. Oh, it's going to have us try it again. So we're going to have to look up the book to match the stones. Pactus Lupus, what is up, my friend? How's it going? We're trying to get the most original feel we can for opening up the 5-disc collection for DOS. So let's say what we're playing here. So let's also do that. I'm thinking I'm gonna put like oh, you know what? I wonder. I've got OneDrive, right? I wonder if I could share my OneDrive, not my whole OneDrive, but what if I could share a document on OneDrive and have it synchronize with this and have it read from that text file. So like if I do something stupid, like if someone could like one of our admins could like type it up. Boy, that's probably asking for it though. Like somebody just Indy Fate of Atlantis. Did I spell that right? Boy, that's really short coding it there. All right. Let's pull up the manual. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, the graphic, not Last Crusade, and the Fate of Atlantis. The comic came out first, and it's got some backstory apparently. I'm looking forward to learning all about that. In the meantime, we're gonna look at the manual. Lucas Arts. Hopefully, this is the floppy manual. Let's take a look. If there is any type of information. Okay, so it looks like there are runes on the bottom of each page, and I'll share that with you now. I wonder if I can open the PDF in a new thing, or I need to download it first. I probably need to download it. That's okay. You can see it. All right, so let's take a look, see if we can figure this out. Find Sun number 1. Oh my God, how does this even work? Good Lord. Sun number 1, I guess that's this one, right? So we need to take that to spin with each click. It will. We need to take that to what that's at the kind of the it's almost a 5 o'clock position. Moon number 3. That is, where's moon number 3? That's this one. So that's like at the 3 o'clock position. There, and then the music note, and volcano. Okay, and volcano number 3. Oh, on page 6. I'm not on the right page. All right, so let's go to page 5, 6. Number Sun 1. Oh my gosh, boy, they really wanted to make it difficult. Then we had the moon was, what do we say? Moon is 3, which is going to be more like at your 10, like maybe like your 10 o'clock. Yeah, okay. And then oh wait, why is it? Oh, that's the second page. Okay, so page number 6, and then it says the volcano is number 3. Where is the volcano? Okay, so it's split down at the bottom, right? Oh wait, no. Now I'm really confused. 1, 2. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. So there's only 4 positions. That's right. 4. Okay. So the musical note thing is supposed to be number 3, which is at the bottom. All right. Why is it like a... Okay, so it is a volcano. All right. There we go. Now we just click the button. And we're in, right? Yeah, we're in. Here we come. Reminder, I picked the 386 processor for this thing, the SX 25 megahertz. So very similar to the Talkie in its intro so far, but there's probably going to be no Talkie. No Talkie. Capgiver says, hi. Chores done. I'm glad you're back. All right. There's fighting in this? Oh, wow. This manual's going to come in handy. I don't want to order the manual just to have it. I don't know if I can afford the floppy disk, but... Oh, look, it's Indy. Indy's here. Indy's here. All right, let's take a look here. Get a statue. Poor Marcus. He thought this was a Maasai warrior? A Maasai. Kamase, Kamasa. Peculiar statue. Oh. Oof. William L. Eakin. Neglected Gamer says, used to use zip drives at work in the newspaper industry and jazz drives. I had a zip drive, and I was very satisfied with it. And then they, you know, they were kind of dropping prices, and I picked up a jazz drive and didn't get to really use it that much because it was kind of at the end of an era. And don't forget to change your scene. That is a fantastic point because I still have the manual pulled up. Good job, Tandagosa. What you didn't see is me picking a couple of things and falling through the first floor, and now we're on falling into the second floor. In Indy, looks like I already have some filters, so I'm double filtering it, looks like. Yeah, let me double filter there. Look how big this book is. Also, with a little square like that, I kind of want to drag it like and make a box. Let's just exit out of here. I can't go that way. Why not? Stairs have been blocked. I think we need to... These books don't look familiar. Uh-oh. Da-ba-bum. Captain says, oh, I see manual-based copy. That's right. That's right. Double filtering is not legal in 12 states, says Houdini7. You aren't wrong. This is my favorite thing to do. I know it doesn't get me a lot of views, and I don't care, but look at the faithful who've been here all night. Look at you guys. I know it doesn't get me like as some of the bigger, more smooth streamers are doing, but man, do I have fun just hanging out with some of my best friends here, and all of you are knowledgeable. And oh, that time it ended up being the second. I thought it was going to be the last one that was the real cat. So then maybe, does that change? Previously, I think it was the fourth one. Unity 7 is an all-nighter. Yeah, it's an all-nighter, baby. Quality assurance. I think I could have worked in quality assurance. I'm almost positive. I like fiddle farting. It doesn't bother me a bit. I'll be. By the way, if you love my retro streaming, you're gonna love what you get out of Tandagosa. I don't think we've done a Tandagosa shout out tonight, but we need to. Are there any other retro streamers in the house? Let me know. But we're gonna give a big old shout out to our good friend Tandagosa, retro streamer extraordinaire, and someone that is a good friend. And I can't wait to see again, and hopefully we can play some more pinball or just hang out, man. I want to play some of these BattleTechs. I want to give you this freaking 25th anniversary Star Trek thing. I mean, I have made some really great relationships over the years, and Tonda is among them. So I just want to keep growing that. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Yeah. Yutuka. No. Let's see. Horn statue. Strange looking thing. Wonder where Marcus picked it up. It's always good to sit down with you guys. I would love for us to all meet up in a room somewhere. Just all of us retro nerds just talking about retro crap. You know, my dream is to... It does use the iMuse system. My dream is to get, to make all my retro stuff portable so that we can, meet up and at venues and play. I haven't convinced anybody local to really set up an 8-bit computer club or anything like that. Yeah, we got to hang out this year, Tondo. Even if it has nothing to do with any other event, we just need to plan a weekend where we can meet halfway or whatever is the most convenient, or pick some location, pinball place or something. Just go for a day or two and just hang out. Oh, Houdini7 guaranteed my room is not large enough for all of us. That's the reason why I've been working on ways to take it, to road trip it, right? To get it out there. Because we definitely would not fit in here. Bring your own room. I think this may be drawing a little faster than the Amiga version. I'm not sure if that's because of the CPU cycles or just because. It doesn't really matter too much because everything seems to be fairly normal. I do notice that the safe appears to be different. I thought I saw some weird coloring that was on in the Amiga version. And I'm almost positive is that a Greedo right there in the center of the room, sitting there on the floor. Can you tell? Or am I just getting Greedo vibes? He got away! Hey, what's this? Klaus. Thanks, Baby Yoda. I can see that. A little foreshadowing? Sigh. I lied, Marcus. I don't think it's phony. Eclectica says you need a retro bus or something. Yeah. Let's get Nerd Bus back on. Then we can travel around solving mysteries and eating Scooby snacks. Ooh, this sounds amazing. Getting a little backstory here. I think this is better. I think this has got. I don't know if it's got more pixels. It just seems like better resolution than the Amiga version. And it could be the core as well. But yeah, we should totally do that, Eclectic Gamer. We should rent something. She gave up archaeology to become a psychic. Tana wants to know, do you have the Talkie version for DOS? I do. I think my Zero collection has it, but I'll probably grab it on Good Old Games whenever I stream it. Absolutely. So I've got the Steam version, which is the Talkie version. The Amiga music, Tonda, was outstanding with all the different layers. So you aren't wrong there. That's a really good point. All these, we were just barely. I think this is ad-lib support. So I don't even know if it had Sound Blaster. Sound Blaster had ad-lib support. So I think the card was the ad-lib card. I think, or I guess you just had a computer speaker. Good luck. Good luck. Absolutely. Tana says that's where the Amiga usually shines. This is I kind of like. I could be wrong, but I want to say that my verb panel here looks nicer than the verb panel. I want to say just in general. The coloring and everything looks better than the Steam version, the Talkie version. This running in DOSBox. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it might look a little bit better for some reason. Eclectic wants to know, is there an Amiga CD version? I don't think so. I think there was the Mac version that was on a CD, I think. But I'm not sure about the Amiga. But it sounds great. Walk to the back door, baby. Let's get in here. Let me in. Oh, I gotta look at pull. Let's pull that door. Let's get our verbs on. I wonder if there's any shortcuts for verbs. Can't move it. Can we push it? All right, let's push it. I can't move it. Okay. Can we knock on it? What do we need to do? Look at, close, give, use. Oh, let's just use it. It doesn't seem to work. Oh, let's back away then. What's this? This is our magazine we looked at earlier. Open. Oh, so it says open right there. If you just click on it, it just gives the thing. Oh, wait a minute. No. All right. Okay, right mouse click is the walk. And then I think it gives you action with the other. Okay. Now we're going. Oh, a dude's coming out. What do you want, pal? That's what I was thinking. A few Amiga users even had hard drives. Yeah, I was thinking it was kind of early for CD, but I wasn't sure about that. So Tonda does confirm, but there was a CD32. It was like a gaming system, right? Yeah, there you go. You got a consoleized Amiga, right? I'm here to enjoy Madam's outrageous orations. I'm with the band. Let me in, you Darwinian nightmare. I'm with the band, baby. I'm with the Band of Brothers. Oh no, what do you tell me no? Wait a minute. Hey, why won't you take no for an answer? Because I need to get in. Unless I need to go to the front. I really need to talk to your star. I'm the fire inspector. Let me in, Darwinian nightmare. All right, let's, I can't escape out of there. Can I? Yeah, let me tell him. Let me in, you Darwinian nightmare. Was that it? It was. No sirree. This guy that's looking for you. Now beat it. All right, sure. Good night. Move along home now. Oh, he's a beefy one, isn't he? There's got to be some way to talk my way in. All right, there may be a hint there that we got to talk our way in. All right. Oh. Okay, we're in here. Okay, use. I can't make a call. I'm out of nickels. Oh my gosh, this is the 30s. Make a nickel call. Look at the newspaper. Look at it. Look at it. It's today's paper. Can I get in this way? I don't think so. Walk to the ticket taker. Hello there. Hello there. The show's sold out, sir. Oh, no. But wait, now hold on. So I got all these options here. But, now wait. Hold on. But. No seats, no standing room, no exceptions. But. All right, so I guess we got to talk our way through the back door. All right. I guess that was the point. I'm gonna just get in the cab and go back and see Marcus. Marcus! Right, here we go again. Maybe he's gone. Maybe, oh, no. Here he comes. He's so angry. You again, now what? I'm here to fix the lights. Was he gonna buy that one? Oh, can you move the boxes? I don't think you can. I think they are where there are. Maybe in later versions? I wonder if you could do that like in something. You might be able to do it like, it's not like part of the game, but there may be a way in Scum VM to move the verbs or the HUD or something. It's a great question. I'm not sure. Wait a minute. Yeah, what for? Let me in, you Darwinian nightmare. Let's get rough with him. Let's rough him up. Can you fight? I think I did see something about fighting in the manual. What do you think? I think I'm tired of fancy Dan college boys who use big words. And I think you better apologize. Okay, I'm sorry I don't have anything to apologize for. Why should I, you fat tub of lard? Yeah, now we're talking. Let's get this guy riled up. Maybe have a stroke. Put up your dukes. All right, what am I supposed to do here? Ah! Oh, there it is. Okay, so you just use your action button. Am I actually hitting him? Okay, so, okay, there we go. I'm hitting him on the chin. Does it matter where I hit? Oh, he does take some body blows. Body blow, body blow, body blow. Oh, I'm going down. Oh, no, I'm in trouble. Can I beat this guy? All right, I gotta click faster. I gotta click faster. There we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, this is a spam thing here. You gotta... Whew. I don't remember any of these games having a health bar mechanic. And Tana says, I remember using tub of lard as an insult as a kid. Love it. There's our psychic. Oh, that's kind of neat. I like the lighting effect going on. What is this thing? It's like a Viking or something. Hey, old man. Excuse me, sir. We gotta beat this guy up too? Aha, you must be the new doorman. About time. He was such a pushover. Oh, that guy? Yeah, it's pushover, right? Legend Gamer says, I know there's 3 ways to solve problems. Action, talking, and something else. Right. Yeah. Tonda, to people of all sizes, I don't think I knew what it meant. You big old tub of lard? You're like, you're like a Crisco. God, my grandma used to, do they still sell them? They still sell the tub of Crisco tubs. You know what I'm talking about? The big paint can gallon of cardboard Crisco lard. Do they still, you just take and you just scoop it up in there and you make biscuits? Do people still do that? Is that still a thing? Captain Chris, I remember it being a brick like butter. Yeah, that was kind of how it was. It was real thick. Tana says, I mentioned Crisco the other day. I don't know if it still exists. They definitely still sell it, says Puppy Kitten Trout. Literally a tub of lard. Is that what they... I gotta look it up. Do they call it that? Crisco. Tub of this is shortening. But let's just look up specific. Let's be very specific about what we're looking for. Let's give Google our bias. Oh, the fascinating history. Oh, Jesus. Looks like we just discovered our pre-show talking points for this week's Play Retro. Fascinating history of Crisco, the famous tub of lard. I can't wait. This is what a tub of lard looks like. Yeah, it looks exactly... Well, actually, this is the one I remember, I think. I remember having like... and maybe I'm imagining. Maybe I remember this one. Maybe this is the one I remember. April 69, baby. 7 cents off the rabies. I guess you can get... Oh, what? Candelar was 7 cents off. There you go. Tub of lard. Look at that. Oh, somebody's got their greasy, grubby lard hands all in that new look. I think I do remember this old one. Right? Same trusted. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Big old tub of lard. That's definitely going to be pure lard. Is this just an American thing? Like, does the rest of the world get tubs of lard? Am I arrogant in my thinking that this is American as it gets? Like, there's apple pie, and then there's the Crisco can of cherry pie. Is there anything more American than that? Or am I wrong? Hey, April 69 is when I was born, says Puppy Kitten Trout. Very gets a good year. And if your parents had known, they could have gotten 7 cents off. Captain Cooper says Diddy enters chat. Donna says, yeah, I remember a wide canister. Oh, the Costco Crisco. Is that a thing? That is crazy. South Chicago lard. Captain says, no, we had it here in the Maritimes. Very good. We're backing. I'm sorry that you corrected it and said it was baking, because I was hoping backing was a thing. Backing sounded interesting. You know, for backing. Got your Crisco for your backing. You know, that's how we kept Grandma's back smooth. Backing. But Kid Child says they use Crisco to get me out during the delivery. I love that idea. And that the hospital saved 7 cents that week. Let's see. I want a reading with Miss Hapgood. I need to talk to that so-called psychic. Call that fraud over here, will ya? Oops, sorry to bother you. I think I'm going to kind of walk away from this guy for a second. I don't think he's going to let me... I can't just, like, walk out there, right? I just can't just barge out there, right? I mean, I'm going to have to, like, create some mayhem. I've got to get over here and... Oh, he's stopping me. Okay, so he's not letting me fiddle fart around. So I got to watch the show. Okay. Now, in the talkie version, which I love, you would have voice acting for all of this. And the guy who does the voice work for Indy is amazing. He's amazing. He is his own Indy in another universe. I'm missing all of Metropolis backstory here. The mighty spirits of Atlantis dared to build a city where knowledge and power were united in true happiness. Centuries later, the famous philosopher Plato wrote about it. Look at that. He placed Atlantis on a continent out in the deep ocean. And described, do I need to know this? Oh, crap. So that's kind of how he did so the 3 ring is kind of how we started, right? Okay, interesting. So this is going to be a theme. Free tub of Crisco with every delivery, says Puppy Kitten Trout. That gamer says for smearing on the cat's boils. This would have been a better plot than the last movie, says Captain Kipper. That's been one of the arguments that people really like this plot, this story. There's actually a story that was written that wasn't great between the Last Crusade and before the Last Crusade. Yeah. Yes. What is going on? Ramblador. How's it going? Ramblador. Yes, we're looking at the Indiana Jones and the City of Atlantis. We're looking at the DOS version right now, the floppy 6-disc version. We loaded up on our MiSTer FPGA, emulating it on a 386 SX, 25 megahertz with some memory, and it's running all right. We're going to get to the Talkie version eventually this week. Looking forward to it. Did I say Fate of Atlantis? What did I say? City of Atlantis. Yeah, Fate of Atlantis. You're right. It's the, what's it called? Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis? Is that the full title? I can never remember. I always get it confused. Is there a short code for that? FOA? Yeah. Yeah. Just call it FOA. Schwartz. Welcome in, though. Hope you're having a good Wednesday, Thursday, wherever in the world you are. Ramblador. Hope you're having a great one. Ramblador, for some reason, makes me think of... oh, thank you for the follow as well. Welcome in. Thank you so much. We do some retro streaming around here. We love it. We love it. We also do a podcast about retro gaming. This is what we picked this week. And I've got to figure out how I'm going to get my way through using some verbs in my wits. I never played this one back in the day, but this is supposed to be the GOAT, right? This is the GOAT. Do I stream this game often? I'll be streaming it all this week and probably into next week. I'm going to try to complete it is my hope. And we've looked at a little bit. Tonight we're doing an exploration of versions. We're trying to see which one we're going to want to play. We've got the Amiga version, the Mac version, and the DOS version, as well as the Talkie version, which is a CD-ROM version, which I believe is also DOS. Or we could play it in Scum VM. We haven't quite determined it yet. I think I like just the one I got off Steam, which was the Talkie version, which was originally on a CD that runs in DOSBox. So we're definitely going to get through all this. Absal. I'll probably play through this part again. We were trying to proof of concept to make sure that the technology would work. I'm gonna walk. I gotta distract this guy, so I've got to let's take a look. What if I just try to walk out on stage? He's gonna stop me every time. All right, let's see if we can get this cart. Is there something we can do with this cart here? Can't really go. Okay, we can walk back out of the exit, but where's the beef? Where's the beef? Where's the beef at? I guess he just disappears, out of sight, out of mind, right? Can we walk past here? Okay, so he doesn't like me getting behind him. He's very... All right, so we're going to have to do some verbal... We're going to do some verbal stuff, right? Push, pull. We beat up the last guy, but I don't feel like I need to beat this guy up. Excuse me. What is it now? You look tired. Wouldn't you like to call it a day? Madam told me to tell you you're fired. Is there something you'd rather be doing? You know... oh, so are we going to try to make him go to sleep, maybe? Did I get a newspaper, Captain Kipper? That's a good question. So let's start it out with just seeing if we can get him to kind of agree to look tired, right? Let's see if we can just kind of sooner or later I get to run the ghost out of there. Wow. That's always a big moment. Oh, because he's gonna fly this Viking-looking ghost out there. Is that what's gonna kind of happen? All right. So let's see if we can talk just a little bit away into this story, and then we'll try some other things. Madam told me to tell you you're fired. Isn't there something you'd rather be doing? You know, this lecture bores me stiff. Let's see where this goes. Me too, to tell you the truth. Here we go. We're gonna lull him to sleep, right? We're gonna see if we can convince this old dude. Maybe we can get him a chair or something. Excuse me. Yeah, what now? Madam told me to tell you. No, is there something we'd rather be doing? I guess we should watch this show. Okay, so let's see if we can kind of slowly talk him into doing. You know, we're using some Jedi mind tricks. Like what? Show business is my whole life. Don't you have any hobbies? Don't you ever get bored? Never mind. Let's ask him about don't you ever read? That's maybe Captain Kipper's onto something. Sure, it's a hobby of mine. What if I give you something to read? Here we go. What if I give you something to walk away? Oh, too bad I don't have anything to offer. So let's see if we can give him something to read. What if I give you something to read? I might have a look. All right, look at this. I think we're okay. So let's see. Oh, okay. I clicked. Okay, this was taken a while ago when I thought we might like each other. This says Jones, and so okay. So let's see. Do we need to give National Archaeology to Stagehand? Here you go. No thanks. Oh, come on. I read it years ago, and I still got my own copy. Man, I thought we was onto something. Now, we could purchase a newspaper, but we'd have to have a nickel, right? Or do we need to bust things up? I don't know. So we got a newspaper out here. So he likes to read, so that's the definite a path. But what if, can we look in the, maybe there's one in the trash. Look at trash. No, look at, did I not click the right thing? Maybe we need to be closer. Is this not accessible at all? Let's take a look. Walk to phone booth. Yeah, there's no selectable, so probably can't do anything there. Let's kind of feel around a little bit. Oh, okay. So can we get? Okay, the way is blocked. Great. Maybe something later on we can do. And we can come down. Yeah, I like the music though. I'm taking the music. Walk to phone booth. Can we stick our finger in the coin return? Like, I know we can't tell us I don't see anything special about it. Like, lots of times you would dig through the coin. Use okay. Can't make a call. I'm out of nickels. I can't do that. All right. We may just be thinking, right? Can we go? Let's walk to the taxi. Can we talk to the taxi driver? Will he be able to tell us anything? Or you think I'm overthinking it? Okay, can't talk to that guy. Walk to the newspaper. It's today's paper. Can't just we looked at it already. Can we pick it up? Oh, what? We can just pick up the newspaper? Oh, because he's closed. Okay, so he's closed, so we can't actually pay for it. Look at that. Yeah, there's nobody at the newspaper thing, so I guess you can just take it. All right. Oh, Captain Kipper says that. Pick up today's newspaper from the newsstand. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. So that was the answer. I falsely assumed that I would need some kind of money because when I tried to make a phone call earlier, it said nickel, so I just assumed. Goes to show you. Goes to show you. Can we just... So we've already had the discussion. So let's see if we can do... Will this show just go on forever? To give newspaper to Stagehand. Here, today's paper. He hasn't read it because they kind of gave us a clue there. Said, oh, well, the latest edition. I wonder if the Dodgers won. Watch the lights while I find out, okay? All right, so he's going to go. And I get to watch the lights. And I am going to look at this thing. It's a lever. Left lever. All right, so I guess we just kind of start from one side and just work our way, right? We won't go any further in that direction. So we need to push, maybe we pulled it. Oh, that did something. All right. Push. Center lever. That's back to red. Push. That's okay. Pull.
All right, that's green. That's green. We got the green. Now we just need to push the button. Oh, it's making noise. Is it going to come running back? Push the button. Push the button. Here it goes. We got Ghost early. I still feel the presence of Atlantis through. Look, it's Hollow Knight, the great Atlantean god of Hollow Knight. Deceit. Thanks, Indy. Indiana Jones. You've got some cojones. You've got some nerve. Some nerve. Go back. Oh, it burnt. Bzzt, bzzt, bzzt. Oh, great. Good night, folks. Show's over. Oh, she's mad. She's mad. Why? If she's a psychic, why didn't she see that coming? Look at that 80s bandana she's got going on her. I've got a few words to mince with you. Say it's about time. Yeah, going outside. The audience is staying, though, looks like. Ooh, she's got a changing room. Wardrobe malfunction. Looks like Kerner. Stay put. Stay put. Marshmallow Man. Was it about Kerner? No one's here. Must have been seeing things. How about it back over here? Or here either. Oh. Alright, back up in the... Boom. Uh-oh. Kerner! They'll never suspect a thing. One call. Airbound, good news. Cable Dr. Uberman in Berlin. Inform him that I have the samples we spoke of. I want to get some Indiana Jones sample. Oh, he ripped his hair. See that? Oh, he's going to take my taxi? That's rude. No, he's just going to walk on down the street. All right, that's fine. See ya. That's the second time Kerner slipped away. What does a Nazi spy want with old statues anyway? Have you seen the newspaper? Ooh, German wizard splits atom. Listen to this. Germans claim victory in worldwide race to smash the uranium atom. Chief scientist Dr. Hans Uberman announces plan to harness new sources. Harass new sources. Gimme, 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 gimme. So? You mean so? There's no so. All right. I've actually played more of this tonight than I thought I would. And we're a little over 2.5 hours. I was planning on streaming about 2 hours, so we're a little over that. It just bodes well. It bodes well for the game, because I'm excited about playing it. Yeah, time to write 4 more hours. 4 more hours. If I had to go to work in the morning, I'm telling you, man, we could find a way to cross over to replace my day job, which I like, and the people I work with, I love. But this is great. So, yeah. We just have to be more mainstream. And I just don't know if I'm prepared for that. I like what we have. Matter of fact, it makes me anxious whenever we get too many people in here. Because then I'm like, oh, now I feel like I got to perform. Right now, I feel like I'm hanging out with my best buds. Oh, yeah, Captain Kipper, I used to play these games all night when I was a teen. Absolutely. And you can easily do it, too, because it's just like one more solution. One more solution. Just got one more thing to do. Captain Kipper says, 92, I was married with children. Great show. Cozy. I know, so cozy, right? I love it. It's so cozy. We're nice and comfy in here. It's all good. Thank you again to Ramglador for the follow. Tonda did reach that 7-stream streak. Thank you so much for that. Don't forget to follow Tonda if you get a chance. David Akers gave us a follow. Thought they already were, but they did re-followed regardless. Taz kicked the whole thing off with a sub. Thank you for that. Also, we had a little hiccup earlier in Twitch, and a lot of you guys hopped over on YouTube, which is fine. I'm looking at setting up some subscribe levels over there. Probably just one to begin with. Probably comparable to what we do here on Twitch for that if you wanted to do it. And we already qualify for it. We've been monetized. We just gotta get it done. Gotta get it done. I'm planning on continuing to stream on both Twitch and YouTube. No change in that anytime in the future. Do subscribe to our Play Retro channel with me and Scott. We're doing more and more retro things. Here is that feed. If you're not already following me on YouTube, you can also follow me on at Play Retro Show. Me and Scott post our weekly podcast on there, video feed of that, and we talk about retro video games. Last week we talked about Mech Warrior, which was amazing for me to revisit. We also played that on DOS and several other systems, and we also got a chance to talk about the RG35XX Pro. This one I purchased back a while back. This is the original one that got us into all these handhelds. This is the most recent one that Ambernick was kind enough to send me a review model for so I could take a look at. Only $45, like I said, super cheap. The Pro name is kind of a little bit misleading because you're thinking, oh, that's a really high-tech one. No, this is just, you know, does really good at 8/16-bit and does a little bit of Dreamcast and N64 stuff. Doesn't do it perfectly, and certain games play really good and others, questionable. So what you expect, but you do have some analog sticks to manage those analog stick games, and also for the PSP as well, which does all right. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Had fun, and we'll be back probably tomorrow night, and I'll bust out the Amiga Mini, and we'll probably just look at it a little bit, see what it looks like on there, and then we will probably finish our gameplay on the Steam version, if I had to guess. Oh, and there's also a really cool project. It's not like a remaster, but kind of like a fan kind of a fan remaster maybe. They like a whole bunch of new graphics and stuff, and it looks pretty sweet. I'm definitely gonna check it out. Tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Tune back in for more of Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis. Can't wait to do more of that. Thank you, Time to Ghost. Also, if you want to journey with me on my exploration of Macross, I grew up on Robotech, and I had at one point in time went back and watched a little bit of the Macross 30-episode run from Japan, subtitled, not dubbed, and sub, not dub. And I remember enjoying it, and now I'm going back and watching it more critically to kind of understand some of, now that I understand a little more about Japanese culture, not a lot, but a little bit more than I did last time I watched it. I think it's informing some stuff. But talking about that on the Discord server, I might start a new channel over on the Discord server to do that, and you can find the Discord server if you're not already part of the Discord server, where we talk about a little bit of everything, but mostly, video games, popular culture. We just hang out. We don't do, we don't get too serious. We just have a good time. Macross Frontier is a great series, says Captain Kipper. Check that one out. It's really trying hard not to pull the trigger on getting like a collection, like a DVD collection. I'm trying to do it. You've been watching so much stuff. Me too, Tonda. Been watching so much stuff. Macro Plus. Yep, Macross Plus is a great movie too. Want to watch that? There's a feature length, right, too, I believe, of the 30 episode series that kind of is condensed. I kind of want to watch that too to see what that edit looks like, as well as go back and watch a couple of the first episodes of Robotech, see how those guys handled the US version. And I still just remember the voice acting. I remember the voice actors as being amazing for Robotech. I got to confirm that too. Does it hold up? Might be some content coming soon for the Play Retro channel for cartoon stuff. We get a lot of people asking us about cartoon stuff. Silverhawks watch along we're doing. That's a lot of fun. Yeah, Captain Kipper, I got to check out the comics too. Of course, Macross started in anime and then made its way to manga, and I believe there is maybe some later US release stuff too. Yeah, oh dude, I love the toys. I had the toys growing up. God, I love the toys. They're some of my favorites. Such a rabbit hole, dude. I could dig so deep. But there's so many great videos already on it. I just got to figure out what the angle is that makes it special. All right, Comico, let's do it. All right, guys, thank you for everything. Had a blast. Remember to go play something retro. Oh, the Star Blazers. Isn't that Star Blazers? Wasn't that Lisa Hayes was your first crush, says Mayor McCheese. Oh yeah, she was amazing. Not Min-May? Min-May, not Min-May. Monkey Bananas is here too. What's up? Yeah, the Star Blazers. Oh, all right. Well, we're going to talk more about it later, so it's coming. All right, we'll see you tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Until then, play something retro and just enjoy life. Space Battleship, Yamata, Star Blazers. That's right. I started learning about that today, too. I knew some of it, but I'm still learning. Let's go.